Well, hello there everyone. This is Iron Mark 3. Welcome to, well, something that's not appeared in a while, isn't it? Welcome to Adventure Mode in From the Depths. Let's just lock this down. Yeah, that'll do. This game has been conspicuous in its absence for quite some time, I believe. I mean, seriously, this game has not appeared, gotta be over a month by now. It's been over a month since I last played this game, and over a month since the last video came out. And I don't know what's going to happen here, so, you know, I'm here, I'm trying something, and I am experimenting. I don't know what I'm doing with this, to be quite honest. I don't know if anyone's going to watch this, but hey, it's, I'm trying to just muddle it out a little bit, and trying to clear my head a little bit, maybe explain a little bit, maybe apologise a little bit. I don't know, okay? I really don't know what I am doing here. And this is going to tip over really easy, so I need to get some stability up. Yep, there we go. But anyway, yes, welcome back to From the Depths Adventure. You could probably call this Series 2, couldn't you? But, well, so the other series didn't really have an ending, and I think that's one of my big issues with it. But it ran afoul of something which was brewing for a while, and I've no doubt that people probably noticed that it was brewing for a while. And that is the fact that I was losing interest in From the Depths quite heavily. And honestly, I was playing for an unusually long amount of time. Hang on, I'm doing this out of order. Let's quickly do that. I should probably explain what I'm trying to do here. I'm going to play this. I'm going to play for an hour, roughly. So you're going to see an hour of me just playing adventure mode from the beginning, and talking, and trying to think, and puzzle through my own thoughts and feelings, and what's going on in terms of From the Depths. So there's going to be some action. I'm definitely going to run into enemies. That's a given. Yep, that's operational for now. Excited to gather some resources. Gathering some more resources, that's good. Not as many as I want, but that's okay. Yeah, let's do it like this. And basically trying to figure out what went wrong. Because you've got to admit, From the Depths took my channel to places where it's never been, and people were liking it and talking with me and things like that. And then it suddenly went away. There was a fair bit of warning going on there, because it was getting much more erratic towards the end. It wasn't appearing, and the videos were taking longer and longer between, and I was saying, oh, it's going to come back, it's going to come back, I'm keeping on it, I'm keeping going, and stuff like that. So promises, words, things were said, but it never came, did it? It never really, truly came back. And never, as it did in, I guess you could call it its heyday on my channel, how it was at the beginning. I'm just building up my science here. I find boats are a lot more stable if you actually build a sponsons, or you build a what do you call it? A double hull design, like a catamaran. Because if you build it really narrow, then you're going to run into stability problems. But if you build it double, it's going to be very stable. So it's a very good way to go about it. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay. So yeah, that's basically what happened to From the Depths in terms of where it went. I was enjoying the attention, enjoying the growth that the channel had. It was like it came out of nowhere, and I was overwhelmed basically for a long time, a very long time. And I just kept playing the game, and it's like people wanted to watch the game, and it's like, yay, people are watching me. I matter. I like this. And that kept on going, you know? But the thing is, the price kept climbing as well. It's like, ooh, there's more people talking. Let's keep on talking back. I like this. I'm going to keep on going. Go, 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 go. Do more, do more, do more. Whee! I'm doing this. But I know I've mentioned this before, but it's a big factor. I am an introvert. Very, very much an introvert. Being happy and cheerful, like in videos or at work, because I'm a shop assistant and I've somehow wound up on till staff, though I was hired as a stock worker, things like that. It takes energy. A huge amount of energy from me. And stressing out, and I've only got so much to give, I find. I didn't really discover this too well before you guys exploded onto my channel, and it's like, oh, they want more. I've got to give them more. I want to keep going more. I push, push, push. Go, go, go. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. And then, oh, they want this change. They want that change. I want to do this. I want to do that. I've got to go, 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 go. Do more, more. Hey, I'm loving this. It's like I'm popular. I'm okay. It's like, yay. I found a bunch of people that I talk to, and people who share my interests. It's like, oh my god. Because my network of friends has always been really small, so it's like, ooh, people like me. And it got to be too much, basically. It's like, I'm starting to stress out, so I don't want to... The quality of the content starting to disappear. It's like, I want to give them more. I need to give them more. My engine's out of fuel, that's okay. Just replace that. Off it goes. Actually, let's build one. Let's just build a bigger one so it can keep going. That'll do. And it just... The complexity of my builds kept increasing. The demands kept increasing. And I just burned out so very, very hard. It's unbelievable. I mean, if you've been with me that long and it's still here, you remember when I went on holiday, right? Last year, when I went off to America, and I was so panicked about it. It's like, I can't do this. My computer has struggled. It can't give people what they want from me. And I actually recorded that. If you recall this, I recorded my first ever vlog about it. It's like, oh, I want to let people know what's happened, and I want to apologise, and I owe it to them. And it's like, that's where that came along, and that's where that vlog came to. It was apology, explanation, letting people know what the hell happened, kind of thing. And yeah, that's where it came from. And the response was positive. I must admit that. The response was extremely positive to it. Because I cared, and I do care, and I am surprised that I care so very much. And so I did that, and I talked to people, and I kept pushing for more, trying to do more, be more, become something that I was not. I think that's the rub, isn't it? I was becoming something I was not, something I was not comfortable with. And it was getting worse and worse over time. Because I was pushing out more energy. I was doing more, becoming more. And I was way outside my comfort zone, even from the very start. As soon as those first videos took off, it was like, hey, you want to be this thing. You're popular. It was also taking me to the place where I know that YouTubers often go, and the place where I said from the very start, I did not want to go, where I am not playing for fun anymore. I am playing because it's what my fan base wants, because what people expect from me, and I play because it is what they want. It doesn't matter what I want. So I was going that route, which I mentioned in comments to people and things, like, I'm not playing for fun, so the content's not as fun, and yeah, that's basically what was happening. I was becoming exactly what I had said I would try not to become. Okay, yep, I am definitely mobile. I am not tough, though, in any respect of the word, though. Alright, I need some weaponry and stuff. And yeah. In fact, I stopped having fun with From the Depths repeatedly. And then I was pushing myself to come back. And it just happened over and over and over. And it's like, I'm not having fun here, but I am keeping going because people want to see more. I said things. I made promises. I did that for that. What was it? It was the 200 sub thing, the subscriber tournament, which people got excited for, and then it never appeared. Because I did a profile breakdown of all the cool things that people built for it, and it was like, oh my god, this is so great, and I can see all these different styles and things that people have done with it, and then it vanished into the ether because I couldn't do the thing. I tried time after time, and it was like, oh, I can't do this in a way that I think would be good. I can't do this in a way I think would be awesome, and it's like, I know I'm letting everyone down, and I can't do it. And I kept saying, oh, it's coming, and it just didn't. That's one of my failings, I guess. I really wanted to do it, but I just couldn't do it in a way that I thought was, you know, good. Really. I couldn't do it in the way that I wanted to. And so I kept leading people on and saying, I was going to do this, I'm going to do it, don't worry, it's coming, it's going to be here if you're just patient a while longer. And we know how that turned out, don't we? It never came. The tournament never turned up. And honestly, at this point, I don't think it ever will. At least not as I am now. Because every time I slipped a little bit, every time I allowed myself to stop recording From the Depths, it's like, oh, it'll be okay. I can keep it going. I can keep people being happy, and it's like they'll still get some stuff from me. And every time I did that, I became more comfortable. I became a little bit happier with how the videos was going and the channel was going, and how YouTube, as my hobby / overriding drive, yeah, and I actually literally mean that, was going. And it's like, this is a thing. I'm okay doing a little bit less. It means I can focus a little bit more, and my content is going to be a little bit better, that much better. And then we all know where that went, don't we? It eventually hit the point where series disappeared. From the Depths disappeared. And it's like, yay, there's no From the Depths. And I think I've got a hostile over that way. Okay. It's things like that. I need to get some reinforcements in. And armour and weaponry. Just a basic box will do for now, I guess. I need a weapon system, so... object. So that's where it went. It was going here, there, and everywhere, and then it became a case of, oh, I don't want to play this anymore. I'm not having fun with it anymore. And that's what happened. So, yeah. I was content to let it fade, to let it go. And it's like, oh, everyone knows I've been trying. But it's okay, because I mean to come back to this, and I mean to keep going, and I mean to, you know, it's going to appear again. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep building vehicles and sharing things. And again, that faded. It faded into the night. And it didn't go any further than that. So it was always my intention, and I made the intentions in good faith, and then it never came. Why the heck are they? And now I'm just trying to do this and trying to explain and things like that. Okay, so we've got frags, warheads, like that. And that's what happened to it, basically. That's where it went. Maximum range set to 1,000 meters. Sure. And it's not a very good thing, is it? Not a very good thing. But that's basically what happened. Sorry, I'm trying to get this thing put together now, so... Just basic detection equipment for now. Radar so I can point at the things. There we go. Okay, that should be enough to help for now. And tell me when things are coming. So the missiles can turn and engage, because they are fire and forget, of course. But yeah, that's what happened. It was driving me to become the channel I didn't want to, because this channel's always been about fun, you know? It's been about, I play because I want to have fun. And because I enjoy it. Not because I want to please some mythical entity called the viewer. That's never been what I've been about. And some people like that. I don't know if everyone does. I can't please everyone, but that's the point, isn't it? You can't please everyone. Not really. I think I need more detection systems. Right. Let's add some of those, and let's add some gimbal trackers. That way I can lock onto something and get a really good idea of where it is. There we go. And I know my engines are messed up right now. I can't help that. Also, I need to protect this turret a little bit as well. So that's what From the Depths became to me. It was the biggest thing to ever happen to my channel. And metrics since then definitely bear it out. But it also became, in a lot of ways, the worst thing to ever happen to my channel as well. Because before I was basically doing videos for one person, my significant other. It's like, oh, they enjoy it, so that's okay. I can keep going. That is enough for me. And now I actually think about, oh, are people actually going to like this? Will they care? Does it matter? If something is losing popularity, then should I keep doing it? Those are terms that have come creeping in. And I guess what's really nailed it for me and brought it to a head is the performance of Duskers, actually. Because there's been some interest, some people have liked watching it, but then I've listened to the requests and things that people have said, and I've responded to them and things like that. And then... oh, I'm being shelled, aren't I? Yes, I am. And then, even then, slowly people have just been drifting away from it, kind of thing. Let's remove the maximum limit on this thing. Oh, there's a whole bunch of enemies. I guess 2 kilometers is okay. Let's go up here and modify the missiles slightly, so they have more range. Target prediction guidance, no. Don't need more fins, need more fuel tanks. 2 frag warheads, infrared sensor. 1 fin should be fine. These are long-range interdictors after all. That should be good for about 2 kilometers or so, shouldn't it? Yeah, they're definitely trying to shell me. And there's something over there too. I should probably try and do something about that, but the thing is I'm not really built to do much of anything right now. Right, resources. Material storage, give me large. So yeah, that was happening. And then... well, you know what happened with Discovery, didn't you? The Discovery, the new appearance, the new craft which eventually appeared in the other From the Depths adventure. It's like, hey, there's something new here, and oh geez, I was getting really close. There we go, I now have power again. Oh, jeez. And that's too much forward power, flipping heck. Oh, well, there goes the missiles. Okay. I need regular propellers, I think, for propulsion for now. Right, forwards. My missiles are out, so that's good. Don't know how they're doing, though. Oh, look, I took minor damage. Can't really turn either. This is a kind of bad boat, overall. Oh, right, I don't have ammo reloads, of course. Right. Resources, ammo storage. Give me more. There we go. That should help. And either I'm going to do okay here or I'm going to die. I don't know which. Luckily, though, I've got enough defense to withstand a few things like this. So, oh, it just bugged out a bit. And it is firing missiles in the general direction, so that's also good. So yeah, Discovery was... I was getting back into it, and then it's became this massive project, and it's like, everyone's interested. I'm trying to do this hydrofoil thing, this big warship, because no one ever does that. Everyone just builds flyers and things, so it's like, oh dear. Everyone just builds flyers or big, massive, overpowered airships. No one builds a watercraft. But I wanted a fast watercraft, so I was trying to build a hydrofoil, but you saw how good the camera was on that, didn't you? And yeah, this isn't working. Oh dear. I'm out of materials too. I'm just slowly getting pummeled to death now. Where am I? Oh geez, that is really close. What is that? It's a... oh, it's a glaive. Oh, my engine's gone, isn't it? Yeah, I think I'm going to lose this. Yep, my engine's gone, everything's gone. I am about to die. Oops, I didn't mean to drop into the water. That's okay. Aye. Yeah. I built too big, basically. So that's what happened to this start adventure mode thing. while I'm trying to articulate. I don't think I can go capture this, but it's worth a try, isn't it? No, I'm going to die. Dear. Whoops. There goes something important. And dead. Right. There we go. Failed. Lost. There we go. Video over. Goodbye. Except it's not, is it? Because I said I was going to try to explain, so I'm trying to. That's basically what happened to From the Depths. I was pushing so hard and I lost interest. So yeah, that happened. And now I'm also trying to figure out how rusty I am, because I never really had a good time getting started in adventure mode, I must admit. People once asked for advice on that, and it's like, I'm not that good at it, but I'll try. I'll try to recommend things. But my big problem has always been, oh, I build too big. I'm honestly much more comfortable with smaller craft. Small things. Like, is that wide enough? Yeah, that's wide enough. Smaller craft have always been better for me. It's like, I can do this project for a while and then do this, do that, and suddenly it's done. Okay, I've got a thing I can show. But the interest, as I said, was waning. So this might be me trying to get back into From the Depths, or it might be me trying to make peace and explain what the hell's going on. And I mentioned Duskers, but I got distracted. Yeah, again, that's something that happens a fair bit, but yeah, I got distracted. Duskers is what made me think to do this, because I'm enjoying Duskers a lot. It's very, very stubborn. It's a hell of a game. I'm loving it. That's why it's taken over in recent weeks as my primary go-to game. It's like, here, this is the game that I'm going to keep on playing for the foreseeable future. That's why it took over the entire week, basically 5 videos a week. And then suddenly this last week it was no one bothered to submit names for it at all. And that made me suddenly stop and go, why is that? Do they not like it anymore? Has something happened? I mean, I know people were having problems with how it was going, but it was what's going on, basically. I do not understand what is going on. Yeah, I really should have just gone with a fuel engine. That would have... I just tried an RTG start, and it was like, you can go for an RTG, then you don't have to worry about fuel, right? But the problem is RTG is expensive to set up. And this would be going much, much faster if I had just flat out installed a fuel engine instead, so... Let's go ahead and install a fuel engine. Actually, I think don't I have a prefab for this? FE max. What's that one? Oh, that's a high efficiency type. Don't know what that is. Oh wait, I think that was when I was building something with... What the heck's that? Oh, it's a cannon barrel. Right. And then it's like, I've got all this stuff that I've done. I mean, look, you can see the parts of the Discovery are still in here as well. Oh, that's a slice from an engine. Right. That's a silo of some sort. That is... Oh yeah, that's when I was doing a lot of fiddling around with the engines and things. I have no idea what that is. Oh wait, that's one of my test lasers. Right. I've got so many little bits and pieces in here. I'm just going to build a flipping fuel engine. Yeah, just build a flipping fuel engine. Get it in place and churning out power. That's what I need to do. So I've sunk all this time into From the Depths, and I've loved it. I've loved a lot of it. But then it just became, I guess you could say, time. I was playing it too much. I was no longer enjoying it the way I did. And that's why it faded. And that's how it tends to be for me sometimes. I'll play a game for a while, then I'll move on to something else, and then I'll come back to it later on at some point. And that's how I tend to operate. Okay, I've got those, right. And that's how I'm most comfortable, I think, but I'm not entirely sure. Sometimes I come back to a game really quickly, sometimes I just don't. But forcing myself to play a game just doesn't end well. I've got 2 big batteries, that's going okay. Right. And that's what happens. So I can only apologise for that. I'm sorry, everyone. I do feel very much like I let you down. And I know that a lot of people have drifted away from this channel since From the Depths faded from my attentions and my playlists. But, as I said, I do feel like I owe it to you to explain what the hell happened. And I'm trying this as a maybe, seeing if I can get back into it. I mentioned that trying to stream it did help, and it felt better doing it that way. But I like to be absorbed by a game. So that's what can happen quite easily. I get absorbed by the game. How do I want to do this? I guess I'll try it this way. I'll build a flyer. Yeah, build a flyer. I need a control seat now. Control, give me chair. Control, give me that there. Oh, don't need 2, of course not. Right, there we go. And let's get thrusters available there. So, right. So basically I'm experimenting right now. Like, is this something I feel like continuing? Or is this going to be a one-off? Is this going to be, I've come here to clear my thoughts and try to talk to people and talk it out a bit? Because this is in format, this is effectively like one of those old just babbling videos I do sometimes. It's like when I had something I wanted to try and get clear and try to speak about or try to get my head through. But I don't know where I'm going with this, what I'm trying to lead towards. And that is confusing to me. I've never been a very good social person. At all. Let's get this left-hand side, left-hand side. Right-hand side, right-hand side. No, that's wrong. I'm already messing up. Left-hand side, left-hand side. So these are the roll thrusters. They should get me airborne at least. Okay, and then these will be just flat out thrusters, and some of these will be reverse thrusters, like that. So that should be about right. I also need to get more things here for pitch control, stuff like that, to make sure the craft stays stable. There we go, because it's getting top heavy again, so it's pitching all over the place. And I'm going to try and make an aircraft out of this. Let's just ramp up the engine power a bit. And it'll need more fuel, of course, so let's do that. Oh, things are going under the water. I see. Yeah, because all the jet engines are adding weight and all that, so, you know. There we go. That should help a bit. Right, that's basic thruster placement, I think, if memory serves, for getting this craft airborne. And of course, you'll note I'm going with the methods originally taught to me by Svorti to try and get this thing operational, rather than try the way I did back with the original cookie wagon, back when I was just starting out in the old adventures before I even knew about PIDs and things. So yeah, that should be good. I could do a lot better if I was complex controller mapping this, but I'm not feeling up to devoting that to it just yet. I'm just trying to get this thing in the air would be a good thing. So, control PIDs. I've got all the thrusters set up, I think, so that should about do it. This guy should be now capable of taking off, but his resources are pretty low, so I need to get more fuel storage in place first. How much does that cost anyway? 400. Let's just refill the fuel instead. There we go. Okay. Right, this should be ready for liftoff now, as soon as I can get this thing set. So, you control the roll. You control the pitch. And suddenly it's taking off. Oh god. I've made a horrible mistake here somewhere. Well, it flies. I'll give it that. Altitude. I want you to hold at 25, I guess. Test image 1. Okay. And there we go. I'm airborne. Whee! I can fly! Sort of. But then it suddenly ditches in the water like that again, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Altitude terrain? Oh, there it goes. There we go. I'm flying! I have an airship. Ready to go. That's good. Right. Okay, I've made progress. Somehow. You can tell how rusty I am, can't you? I mean, jeez. Oh, that's upset it a bit. Don't worry, don't worry. I am working to correct this. Oops, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I don't need the flotation systems anymore. And suddenly it goes back into the drink. It's like it can't make up its mind, you know? It just can't decide where it wants to be. And I don't know why. And then suddenly it's just all over the damn place, so... I don't know what's going on anymore. Seriously. I'm trying to get this thing to stay hovering. Though I guess it's because it's a bit too light, isn't it? It's working, but it's just responding so much it's just going all over the damn place. Maybe if I get some metal into place here, this would help, because if it's heavier, it won't respond as much to the thrusters, so it should become more stable in general. Yeah, that's helping. That's definitely helping. It's just too light for how much power the thrusters are being given, so yeah. Okay. But the thing is, as I add the weight, it's going to struggle to stay in the air as well. So there we go. It's definitely hovering, so that's a measure of improvement, but it's still unstable, so... I need bigger fuel storage capacity, that's for sure. There we go, plenty of fuel. The craft is mobile. It's very enthusiastic. But it works. After a fashion. So, okay, I now have a highly mobile thing, which is operational, sort of. So let's actually give this thing some equipment and better armoring and stuff. So, yeah, let's give it I want a beam 4, then a beam 2, right? Then a local weapon controller, like that, yes. And then I want a metal 4 again, like that. So this is going to be a forward weapon array of sorts. And the craft is now very, very stable. So that is great. Definitely a massive improvement. And this is going to be my first craft in a while, so you know, it's like I'm trying to work this out a little bit. So there we go. Okay, stop. Right. If I'd custom mapped this thing, I would give this thing a flipping reverse, you know? But I'm not. So need a failsafe on this because this is going to be a cannon system. And do I want the AI in the nose? Not especially. But I will give it a local AI control system, so that's okay. Give you the damn mainframe there. And then a card slot. And then, of course, since it's a cannon system, aim point selection and target prioritization. Set all to 0 and just go after whoever's closest. So there we go. Right, okay. Now we need the turret for this thing. This is already looking like a much better craft, isn't it? Also, I'm drifting kind of into how I tend to yeah, this is basically becoming how I tend to play a lot of games of late. Kind of like, oh, I'm doing this thing here and this thing there, and it's like, oh yeah, so that's how I'm doing it. So let's actually go for a 2. Downslope 2 here. And I guess might as well go here. This is the other reason I'm trying to get back into it a little bit, so why, or rather why I'm considering this. Because I received a notice, well, a suggestion that if I'm still interested in From the Depths, I should try to build for a new small weapon, simple weapon tournament that's going on, or is being planned. It piqued my interest, so I say I think I'm going to be a maybe. And yep, here comes an enemy spawn. I might go into this, going for it. Yeah, that looks okay. I mean, look at these new simple weapons. They're great. But they've also outmatched small custom weapons quite severely as well. So, you know, that's been a bit of a shift. So there we go. I now have some dedicated weaponry arrays installed. What am I up against? Something in that direction. Looks like an aircraft, actually. I need to get some detectors and things online. So I'm going to do that. Then some connections. I guess, to here. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Then detector equipment. Let's get a radar installed. And then some gimbal cameras. And I'm out of resources because I'm outside the resource zone, so okay. This is definitely responding better now that it's a heavier craft. So let's get back into here and start gathering some more stuff. Yep, this is actually shaping up quite nicely. Okay, that's that. I'm a heavy metal craft, and I'm okay with this. But that said, since my target is an aircraft, it's not. It's going to be interesting. I don't know how well this is going to go against an aircraft, to be quite honest with you, because I'm just like, I was looking at the new light autocannons. It's like, those look pretty interesting. So as you can see, that's what I've done here. I've built this craft out of. I've built the weapons just without basic autocannons. I mean, that's the only real drawback of the simple weapons, really. They hit really, really hard, some of them, but they just don't have. They really lack armor piercing for the most part, and that's their main weakness, and it's the only real advantage custom weapons have over them right now. So I am slightly concerned about that. But yeah, okay, that's fine. I've got ammo reserves. I've got sets of chain guns installed. That's looking good. Actually, I want downslopes here, don't I? Then I put in a nice simple downslope. No, a wedge to in the front to make this angled on the prow, so that's like that. And I'll start to give this craft a bit more armouring. That's looking pretty nice. Looking really strange as well, but you know, given how long I've been out of the game, it's like, it's not too bad. Now, if I install that, no, I actually need less angling here, so a downslope 3, then a downslope 2, like that. Then I guess a 3 there. No, I think that's calls for a 2 as well. And then I'll just angle it forward like this for downslope 1. But anyway, yeah, I was talking about a tournament which was mentioned to me. And someone's doing a simple weapon tournament. It's like you got very sharp block limit, you can't use more advanced techniques and things. No glitches, but it's based around the simple weapons as its primary thing. And I thought it looked pretty interesting, so I will actually link it in the description down below if anyone sees it and is curious about it and they've not heard of it already. But I'm considering going into it, kind of thing, and seeing what it's about, you know? Or maybe just trying my hand at building a helicopter or 3. But because the idea is it's 5v5, you can get 5 helicopters within your resource limits. And you get bonus points if they look good or if they're just purely rotor based. And another rule is they've got to go down if they lose all their heli blades, because they're supposed to be helicopters after all. So, you know, things like that. So, yeah. That's what got me curious again. And maybe interested in doing some from the depths stuff. So that's why this video is coming out. Because I'm trying it. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, this is looking pretty good so far. Nice, simple little craft. Well, relatively simple at least. This is me we're talking about. I've never done simple craft. Not really. But this is very different though from how it went the first time. We got... yeah, whatever it is over there is not coming on very quickly, so... I guess that's okay. I mean, I've got these weapon systems and I've got the AI systems to guide them, for the most part. I think I need some more gimbal trackers though. Detection, gimbal trackers, IR. Is that the one with good range? Angular. Range error 8%. Range error 8%. Range error 0.1. Okay. I need the radar trackers. Oh, actually I need the gimbal ones. Yeah. The radars are doing my initial contact and... Oh! Oh, gee! Hey! Damn it. Well, they found something to fire at, so... They're trying. Definitely trying. Jeez. Though the failsafe didn't seem to work properly. And that knocked something straight out. Oh, gee. And I'm dead again. Flipping. Well. I guess this has been one big building video, hasn't it? Yeah, I guess this is definitely not a series 2. This is because I've just died twice, but I admit I was having some fun there, just building and knocking together a few craft. But I didn't get far enough and I didn't protect myself, and as you can see, that fuel detonation just killed me, so, you know, I was getting somewhere with it. Very much. But I am still rusty. And that was interesting, so yeah. I'm going to call it there. It's not quite the hour promised, but it's been a good amount of time, so yeah, a good 50, almost 55 minutes of me just talking and trying to think about things and trying to work out how I'm doing with this game, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm sorry that it ends there, and it's been like a really somber, downbeat kind of video, but it really is hard for me to be upbeat all the time. I learned to fake it, and sometimes it's real, sometimes it's not, and I can't tell which it is either. You got to love being an introvert with Asperger's and poor social skills. It's a bit of a doozy of a combination, but that's just how I am. So yeah, this has been Ion Mark 3. Thank you for listening if you made it this far. And be sure to check out the link in the description if you want to have a look at that other guy's tournament and see what's going on with that. Because I think it does look like it could be pretty interesting. And I might enter it, I might not. So yeah, I'm at 3. I'll catch you some other time, some other video if you still feel like watching my stuff. Might be From the Depths, might not. I just don't know. I'm still completely mixed up about that. So yeah, I think I'm whinging now. So I'll see you all later.